Hi dollies! It's me, Dolly Girly, and welcome to another video. So, first things first, I do apologize. I did not mean to be gone for so long. It's been like a couple months since my last video, and I'm sorry for that. I did not mean for that. And the thing is, I was making videos, but then I hit like little roadblocks, and then I just kind of got a little bit discouraged, so I kind of stopped, and then life got in the way. So yeah, it's been a while, so sorry for that. And I had said in my previous video that I was gonna do a doll pride parade for the month of June, but I did not get to that, unfortunately, and now it's September at the time that I'm filming this, so I do apologize that I missed that, but I do still have some other fabulous doll content that I want to do, and that should be fun, and I'm so excited for it. And yeah, so for now, I'm back. So with all that being said, let's just get right into the video. Okay, so I don't know if I've said this before, but I love thrifting. Just thrifting in general, like for clothes, fashion-wise, and for dolls and toys, of course. And since it's a little bit over the middle of the year, and I've been thrifting since the beginning of the year, I've accumulated a lot of dolls. So today I have this gigantic thrift store bag of dolls that I've accumulated, and I thought it'd be fun to just sit down together and go through them and do like a little Barbie doll showcase, and I could just talk to you guys about what I've named them and what I plan to do with them. So yeah, let's just get started, because as I was handling this bag, a huge hole ripped. So yeah, let's just get started. Let's just pull a doll out of the bag and see who it is. Forewarning though, I will say as a disclaimer that there will be some doll nudity, since a lot of thrift store dolls are nude, unfortunately, so that's just how I bought the dolls. So yeah, if you're sensitive to that, just a heads up that there will be some doll nudity. And yeah, in regards to that, by the way, I buy dolls and bought these dolls for a lot of different reasons. Sometimes, even though they're nude, I love their face and I think it's a unique face mold and the doll is really pretty. Or sometimes they're just useful to me, or sometimes I like their clothes and just buy them for the clothes, honestly. But yeah, I have a lot of different reasons why I bought these dolls specifically, so as I pull them out, I'll tell you guys. Okay, so first one out of the bag is this gorgeous fashionista. She's one of the more recent Barbie fashionistas, and I remember seeing her in stores and thinking she was really pretty, but I didn't want to pay full price, so I'm glad I found her at the thrift store. I did want to show you guys all of the dolls up close, and for that I bought this 10-pack of doll stands from Amazon, and we're going to be seeing how they work today with our dolls. All 10 that come in the pack are clear, and they do snap together easily like this, and then the clip just slides in like that. This is a curvy Barbie fashionista. Let's see if the stand can fit her. It does! It stretches enough to go around her waist, and she can stand nicely. Anyways though, enough about the stands. Let's talk about the doll. She is a basic Barbie fashionista with the basic 5 points of articulation, rotation at the head, the shoulders, and the hips. But I bought her because I thought her face was really pretty. Her lips are a little pixelated, but she's gorgeous, I think. I love her edges, her micro braids, and her gold hoops. To me, she just looks like she'd be a very like effortlessly cool and chic doll. And I do play with my dolls with my little sister, and I decided that her name would be Salome. Okay, so next I'm gonna pull 3 dolls out of the bag at the same time, and if you're a doll collector or a doll thrifter, you will know that these dolls are unavoidable. It is Millie! So I am calling these dolls Millie because this type of face, this face sculpt that they all have, is referred to as the Millie, and Barbie, or Mattel, has been using this sculpt, the Millie sculpt, as the main face of Barbie recently, so that's why she's very common. And in thrift stores, sometimes they package 2 dolls together, and one of them is usually a better doll, and the other one is the Millie. So that's why I ended up with 3 very similar looking dolls, because I wanted another doll, and one of these just happened to be in the bag with her. But I thought I'd show you guys them anyway. Here are the 3 dolls together. You can see there are some slight differences, the most notable one being the hair. So this one has hers straight, curly, and that one has hers up in a bun. And the skin tone, she is a little bit lighter than them too. They are more tan, and she is on a curvy body, and these 2 are on the original classic Barbie body. They all have flat feet and the basic 5 points of articulation, rotation at the head, shoulders, and hips. This one here probably came with like a coffee playset of some sort, and this one was probably like a dolphin trainer or like a beach doll. For her, I'm not entirely sure which one she could be. She could be literally any Millie, honestly. But I think I like her the most because of her curly hair, surprisingly, and I think that she looks like a best to me. And for some reason, I imagine her as like a painter in like some overalls and like being really artsy. So I have a character for her in mind already, just not for them. Them 2 I haven't really named yet, but I will be stealing their clothes, and I don't know if I'm gonna keep them as is. I might use her to practice repainting or like rerouting, honestly. Okay, so enough about Millie. That was all for Millie. These three are much more interesting. They're so pretty. I think they're from from like the late 90s to like early 2000s to like mid 2010s, and I got them for their face sculpts, and they're way prettier and more interesting to talk about than Millie, so let's get a closer look at them. Okay, so here are these three up close, and for some reason on camera these two's legs are coming up as more yellow than their body. I don't know why, because that's not what they look like in person, I promise. But anyways, here is this doll. I believe this is a Teresa face sculpt. I could be wrong though, so if you know which doll she is, please let me know down below. Her head sculpt says she's from 1990, but I don't know if that's when she actually came out or like who she is, so yeah, let me know. But yeah, her face is a little dirty and her hair back there is a mess, as you can see, but I want to do a whole separate video where I clean them and fix their hair, so yeah, if you're interested, make sure to subscribe. But yeah, this is her, and they all have the same body, like the one from back then where their knees bend and snap, and they have the basic 5 points of articulation: head, shoulders, and hips, as well as the snap knee if you count that. But yeah, here is her hair is a mess, so I do need to fix it. I think she's absolutely gorgeous. Just look at her face, I mean, come on. Yeah, like her mug is giving to me, like when I fix her hair and give her an outfit, I think she will be one of my favorite dolls that I've thrifted because her face is so pretty. And yeah, speaking of their outfits, I want to do another video on that too, just dressing them up and giving them their signature look. Oh yeah, and her sculpt, I don't know if you can see that, is from 1998. So if you guys know which doll she is, please let me know. I'd love to know what she looked like originally. And this, I believe, is a summer face sculpt, and she is from 2003. I don't know if you guys can see that, but yeah, she just has a simple ponytail, and I thought she was really pretty. And yeah, I've named these three Josie, Vidya, and Stacy because she also looks to me like how I imagine Stacy would look like when she got older, and I might actually change her name maybe to like Veronica or something, but for now it's Vidya. Okay, next in the bag are two more older type of dolls as well. These two gorgeous beauties. I know for her that she is a sew in style doll that came out like in the 2000s, early 2000s to I think the mid 2000s, I don't remember for sure, but I remember seeing them in stores and thinking they were so pretty, the sew in style dolls. And then her, she is just super pretty. Let me show you guys them. So here are the two up close. They're so pretty. She's on a classic Barbie body with pointed feet, and she is actually a vintage body. So she has a smaller waist, larger bust. She has like the hourglass figure and some flat feet. This type of body was more popular in the like 90s to late 90s, and the stand actually is a little loose on her since her waist is so tiny. But yeah, her body type and mold is actually from 1993, and her head is from 1991, so I'm not entirely sure when she came out. Her, on the other hand, her head mold is from 2001 and her body mold is from 2009, so I'm not sure when she came out either. But yeah, just look at her face. She is so gorgeous to me. I love her side glance, and I love that she has gold earrings and that this part dangles. They're not removable, but I like that feature. And unfortunately, I believe her hair has been cut in some places, like this piece here is a little shorter, and these, although I don't know if that's the shrinkage for this part, but either way, I think she's so stunning. She's so pretty to me. I love her curls and everything. I for sure want to give her a made to move body for more articulation. I just need to find one that matches her skin tone. And for her, I love this type of body. It has such a wide range of motion because of the waist, and her legs can also swivel so much. This was like the made to move body of like the 90s in my opinion, but she is so gorgeous too. Like her face, are you kidding me? She's so soft and demure and pretty. And she has earrings too. Hers are blue and they're not removable either. My one thing though with her is her hair. I don't really like this type of hair texture that they would use a lot back then. I believe it's Kanekalon. I personally don't like that type of hairstyle, and I also don't care too much for her flat feet, and especially since she didn't come with any clothes but mainly shoes, it'll be hard to find her a pair of shoes that fits those type of feet, unfortunately. But I'm willing to deal with that because she is so pretty. But yeah, her I'm definitely gonna leave on this type of body. And for their names, I know all the sew and style characters had names. Unfortunately, I don't remember which one she was. I looked her up when I found her, but I've since forgotten, and I'm gonna name her Grace anyway, and her I'm gonna name Leah. Okay, so when I was talking about Grace, actually, I mentioned that I wanted to give her a made to move body, and the next thing out of this bag are a bunch of Made to Move dolls. I have a rule for myself that every time I come across a Made to Move doll at the thrift store, I buy her. So that's why I ended up with 5 Made to Move dolls. And the reason I have that rule for myself is because Made to Move dolls at the store are usually $20+ and their faces I don't normally care too much for. I usually just want them for their body to give to another doll that I do care about, and I don't feel like paying $20 every single time I want a body for a doll. So that's why I buy them every time I see them at the thrift store, because they're never going to be like $20 at the thrift store. They're going to be maybe $6, which does seem like a lot, but at the store they never go on sale like below 15, the Made to Move bodies, if you're lucky, if that. So yeah, and the reason I say I get them when I happen across them at the thrift store is because they're not easy to come by at all. It's a pretty rare thing to find a Made to Move body at the thrift store. So I'm so grateful I was even able to find 5. Like, that's crazy. But keep in mind that I have been thrifting and these dolls have been accumulating since the beginning of the year, and it's now September. So that's how long it takes to come across these. Like, just be patient and you should find one. And they can be priced from around $3 to $6, $3 if you're lucky, of course. But again, I think either way, it's still a good find. So yeah, getting them for $6 seems like a deal for me, hence why I have 5 Made to Move girls to show you. Okay, so here are all the Made to Move girls together. As you can see, I've been lucky to find them all in different skin tones. So the back 2 are the Millie face sculpt, and this one has the lightest skin tone that I found. This one is more tan, and this one is tanner than her, and so forth, with this one being the darkest one that I've found, and this one actually being a tall Made to Move Barbie. So these all have the original classic Made to Move doll body, and this one is taller. You can see from her torso it is a little bit longer than the rest of the girls, and she does of course stand taller. So since she is a tall Made to Move doll, the stand actually fits a little weird on her. It does have to be placed really far up to fit around her waist, and it does stretch a little because her waist is a bit thicker than their waists. This one I know for sure is a basketball player Made to Move doll, and this one is one of the first Made to Move dolls that came out. I can tell from her top, she does have her original top, and the rest I'm not exactly sure which one they were. And yeah, they're not in the best condition. Obviously, like, her hair is all messed up, her hair is cut, and she has like some nail polish on her face, and just in general they're all not clean. But like I said, I do want to clean them in another video. And for her haircut and her hair, I'm not really too worried, since like I said, I got these dolls mainly to use for their bodies for other dolls. And the reason for that is because I love the Made to Move articulation. They have 21 points of articulation, which allows for more posability and more just fun play, I think. So that's why I love Made to Move so much. And for this tall Made to Move body, I actually already have a doll in mind that I want to give this body to. It's actually one of the thrift store dolls that I found, so I'll show you guys her. Stay tuned and stay watching so you can see which doll will get this body. As for these two will be so useful to me since I have a lot of dolls in those skin tones that I want to give that body to, so I'm excited for that. And as for these two, it'd be fun to find a doll to match them. I don't have one specific doll in mind to put them on, but I'm excited to find one, and I'll make a whole separate video just head swapping dolls and giving them Made to Move bodies. And yeah, I did mention that not all of them are in the best condition, like face wise. Like, her hair is cut and she has nail polish all over her face, and obviously her hair is not in the best condition either. But unfortunately, some of these dolls' bodies aren't the best either. Like, since I thrifted them, I can't really tell sometimes what they'll look like in the bag, and this doll actually is somewhat broken, so she can't bend her leg all the way to the top since this part right here isn't inside her leg. And I'm gonna try to fix that in the head swapping Made to Move dolls video that I want to make in the future, but hopefully it can be fixed, because it'd be such a shame to let this body go to waste, especially since it's Made to Move. And then another bummer with these dolls is her, actually. She is very wobbly, as you can see, so it's not the best condition Made to Move body, and she does have that same problem as the other doll where her knee doesn't go all the way up since this part isn't inside her leg either. So yeah, I need to try to fix that. As for the wobbliness, unfortunately, that's how she's gonna have to stay, because I don't know what I can do to make it less wobbly. But yeah, these two are perfect. Like, their joints are super stiff and not at all loose, which is what you want so that the doll won't be wobbling around everywhere. So yeah, be on the lookout for those things because I didn't notice that when I first bought these two dolls, and that's not really the best condition made to move body. But yeah, superficial things like markings and hair being cut don't really matter if you don't care about the doll's actual face itself and you just want the doll for the body. But if it's something like this that can't really be fixed, it's not really the best. So yeah, make sure you pay attention to that when you find a made to move doll at the thrift store. Okay, so with the made to move dolls that we just talked about, it's been like 15 dolls from this bag, I think, and we still have a ton to go, and I don't want this video to be so long, so unfortunately I am gonna have to do a part 2. But I did tell you guys that I was gonna show you which doll I wanted to put on the tall made to move body. So let me get her out of the bag and I'll show you who will get that body. Okay, so I had to dig pretty deep to get her out, but this is who will be getting the tall made to move body. I think she's so pretty. She's a Barbie fashionista. I think she was like towards the middle of the current fashionistas and the old fashionistas. I think that's when she came out. I don't remember her number exactly. I don't know which one exactly she was, but I remember seeing her in stores and thinking she was so pretty. And when I found her at the thrift store, I found her with almost her entire outfit. I think this might be her entire outfit actually. And she even has like her bracelet and everything, and like I think she's gorgeous, and honestly, to me, she looks like Zendaya. I don't know if you guys can see the resemblance, but when I show you guys her up close, maybe you'll see what I'm talking about. Let me know in the comments if you think she does look like her, but yeah, let's get a closer look at her. Okay, so here is the doll on the stand, and the stand was actually a bit hard to get on because she is a tall doll, and with clothes on, it was difficult to get the clasp around her waist, and she does kind of lean back a little bit on the stand since the clip is so high up. But besides that, she is so gorgeous. I mean, just look at her face. She looks like Zendaya to me. I don't know why, but she gives me very Zendaya vibes, and I love, love, love her micro braids. They're so pretty. And yeah, she was wearing her full original outfit. That's how I found her at the thrift store, which is crazy that she had even her bracelet. Like, what? And I looked her up, and she is Fashionista 123, so if you were curious, that's who she is. I do really love this doll. I think she's so pretty, like I've said, and I would want to give her a made to move body. And since she's a tall doll, I did want to keep her on a tall made to move body, so she's perfect, and they're like almost a near perfect match. I don't know if you guys can tell from there, but to me that is like a perfect match. So yeah, it just worked out perfectly that Zendaya, as I'm calling her, will have a made to move body. Oh, and by the way, I didn't mention this, but I named her Danny. I think she just looks like a Danny to me, and I feel like she'd be like a volleyball player for some reason, or like basketball, something like that. But anyways, I'll be doing another separate video where I swap pretty dolls like this and give them a made to move body. But yeah, I can't believe I found both of them at the thrift store. It just worked out too perfect. But yeah, I hope that you guys think that she's as pretty as I do. I don't know, I just think that she's so unique. I love her face and her micro braids. But also, I did want to show you guys that the person that had this doll before me, for some reason, I guess they were like a little bit more conservative, but they gave her shorts, I guess, to serve as like underwear. But I think this was a pair of pants that they cut up because they're not really cut the best. So yeah, I don't think that I'll be keeping those. I'll just be throwing them away because I don't really think there's a way that you can make them look better. If they weren't cut so badly, I'd keep them and have them as shorts. But plus, they're not really like the best material. This is like very papery thin fabric and just not the best quality. So me personally, I don't think it's worth keeping them. But yeah, I thought that was interesting, so I just wanted to show you guys. But yeah, with that, Zendaya is the last doll that I will be showing you guys from this bag. So for now, here are all the dolls that I thrifted that I'll be showing you guys today. Make sure to comment down below which one was your favorite. And that concludes this video, so make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and tap the notifications so you'll be notified when I post another video. Remember, I have lots of new videos that I want to make, so yeah, I hope that you enjoyed this video, and thanks for watching. Bye!